Today in my informational speech, I'm going to be doing it on fishing. So, let's get started. By the end of this video, you too will be able to learn the basics of going fishing, such as what types of fish you are catching and location, and even some myths about fishing. Welcome all fishing peeps out there wanting to learn a little bit more techniques on how to become the bass master within 7 minutes. But first, you need to buckle up, stay tuned, you won't be pissed. The three most important parts of fishing is first, you have to get a license. The second, find your location. And last but not least, patience. I know it's hard not catching anything for 2 hours straight. I've been there before. It sucks. But after this, you won't make that same mistake I did. Let's get into it, folks. A fishing license can be bought at your local gas station or even online on the DNR website. You can buy a regular game license for $20 for the main species of fish, but no premium fish like trout or salmon. And that right up there is rainbow trout. On to the next subject. Location. We all know is that some places have pristine clear water and some places have chocolate milk looking water. And you just say to yourself, how can I fish in this Nesquik water? Well, I got the answer to that. If you want to fish in dirty water, it's not always a bad thing to have dirty water. It holds more heat than clear, which is always good because fish swim to warmer areas of water. But the perks of water is that you can target fish when they are spawning. But last but not least, patience. Keyword patience can always make or break you. First, you need to fish as hardest as you can. Try new baits even, and try to figure out a pattern of how the fish are eating. And I think that's why people don't catch any fish, because they don't want to sit on the dock for 4 hours straight and just waste their time. And but if you keep on fishing and you never stop, I guarantee you will catch a fish. Next subject, fish species. Some fish of well-known fish species that most people target are bluegills. But did you know that there is 27 types of bluegills out there that you can catch? It's kind of crazy, but the name comes from, you guessed it, hence the name. The most well-known fish that most anglers know is the largemouth bass, and is one of my all-time favorite fish to target because the fight is always fun, and being able to set that hook is just amazing. The largemouth bass has a solid straight line down like the middle of like its belly on the side. Solid straight line, can't miss it. A close cousin of the largemouth bass is very invasive, not invasive, but like it's very rare to catch them. It's called the spotted bass, and it has spots along the bass, and it's smaller in size, but they're super rare, and keep your eye out for them. And on to the myths that people have on fishing, and let's see what they are. Some myths about fishing are big baits to catch a big bass. For a fact, all bass eat any type of fish forage around them if it looks delicious and appetizing, then I don't see why they wouldn't bite. Second myth, Bass can't learn because their brains are small. This is totally not true because I've had a bass just stare at my lure and poke it with its head to make sure it's not something that will put him in danger. All in all, bass may not learn English or algebra, but they can sense what baits I'm throwing at them for 20 times to catch them. Myth 3. Rain stops the bite of the fish. This is absolutely not true. Fish just don't change their patterns that quick. And it's just an old saying that for people that don't like to fish in the rain because they don't want to get wet. But what I have learned that fishing may pick up in the rain because people are usually not fishing at all. So that's what happens. In conclusion, now that we have covered all the bases of fishing, such as location, getting your license, and patience, I think those are the 3 things that are very the most important of being a good fisherman. So now that we have covered all that, grab your rod, go to your nearest body of water, make some casts, and see if you catch a big bass. And always remember, keep fishing, never stop, and for surely you will too be a good bass angler. Have a good day. Bye-bye.